50,000 championship final. Those are going to be special, special races.
Cooper Lutenhouse in the 8, Jane Hedengren in the 3. And we go right into the boys 4 mile. We'll hear from our girls winners as we go. 19 teams. Let's see the seed time differences. Got a bunch of high 17s in the first group, and then mid to low 17s, and then there's Valhalla from Utah with a 1650. That'll be in the second group. This should be pretty competitive. Meet record of a national record is Ogden, Utah from 2016, 17:04:55. Ogden, the home of Weber State University. And of course, so much of the athletic dominance in Utah right now is south end of Salt Lake all the way to Provo. That used to be a 45-minute drive through farm country. Not anymore. There are a lot of families, a lot of competitive kids. From South Jordan and Draper all the way to Provo.
Where are they coming from? Is it an area that people are just moving to from other places in the country, Bob?
Yeah. You know, my mother grew up in Draper, Utah, which used to be beyond the south end of Salt Lake, and those sand hills used to be wide open, and now they are covered with houses. And of course, that's where the new stadiums are, and it's a big soccer stadium for Real Salt Lake and the Utah Royals. New ballpark out there, not in downtown Salt Lake anymore. But that's enough Utah demographics. But they love high school sports in Utah, and they're very competitive. And there's Minnetonka going to the lead. Should be James Thomas, 2:19 through 2 laps. Please mention all of our teams. Tiger from Indiana, Cedar Park Christian. From Washington, Grant Park Harriers. From Portland, Menlo Atherton, California. Ponderosa Bruins from California. Speed Stars, Arizona. Alma from Michigan. Quakers from New York. Marshalltown, Iowa. Heritage from California. Rocky Mountain from Idaho. Park Hill South, Missouri. Marshall of Minnesota. North Idaho Distance Project. And yes, Kyle Rollinger is on that team. Should be the anchor. Sunset Distance from California. Central Warriors from Colorado. Fluffy Bunny from Los Gatos, California. Stillwater from Minnesota. And as we said, Minnetonka, who's up there in the top 3.
One lap to go. 1 lap to go, and it's a tight battle, and they're going to really go at it, I sense, over this final lap to their finish.
It's Alma taking the lead now in the black and orange, and Park Hill South in the purple over black.
David Meyer with the stick for Park Hill, and he's starting to stretch it out with
Garrett. It's Thomas Garrett, if you can see the bib.
Apologies. Change the order
always
up.
Give us the right order.
I know. Garrett doing a great job, though, creating that separation before the exchange. That's always nice to see if you can manage it.
All right, 4:24 for the first mile. And it's our same 3. Park Hill South, Alma, and Minnetonka. And Minnetonka back up to second.
already at the just past the conclusion of the first mile. We got teams stretched out around almost a half a lap. But this is still a reasonably close battle, Bob, at the front of the race. These three were off of the front a little bit, but now some other teams have drawn back up, and we've probably got about 6 or 7 teams within 50 meters, which is pretty competitive.
Park Hill South will go to the lead again. First lap complete. In 5:33.
And there's that compression I was talking about. It's a bit foreshortened with the camera going down the home straightaway, but they're kind of coming back together here. The field is compressing down. We've got 6 teams all within striking distance of one another, and a 7th and an 8th not too far out of it either, and a 9th.
And here we go, and we got a new player up into the 3rd spot, the Warriors. I believe that's Central from Colorado. Coming to the end of the 2nd lap, 2nd carry. We're going to hear now from the ladies from Seaholm, winners of the 4x-mile. They are courtside now in Victory Circle.
Yes, these ladies had a phenomenal performance in the 4x-mile. First 4x-mile, first national title. It was a pretty big lead. So tell us how you continue to push the pace while the race is going that way.
Yeah, we hear our coaches, our teammates, and we really just think about all the hard work that we've put in this season. And just, we know we can do it, and we want to do it for ourselves and the people around us.
I love that answer. Now, y'all are just our first 4x-mile together. So talk about the team chemistry to help y'all get the win today.
I think we're all pretty good friends, and so that really helps each other push harder in practice. And also, we can hype each other up before races and really, push each other for friends and teammates in the race.
I love that. Now, first national title, so we have these nice Nike necklace for you ladies. Congratulations! Seaholm!
Thank you.
Placing 3 relays in the state meet. They know a little bit about teamwork. And their first 4x-mile, they didn't even blink.
First time is a success. They should just stick with it.
No kidding. 7:53. That was a 60-second lap. Central Warriors continuing to be on top. Now it's a 2-runner breakaway. Come to the halfway point.
Two runners with a little bit of a lead, Bob, but there is still a bunch of teams that are all in this race. This is
we're
not
not even
over.
halfway. And
No.
here comes a mover now. By the way, that is Yeshai Trowbridge for Central in the black. But now getting into this, hip 1, it's Tiger Track Club from Indiana. And Park Hill South wants nothing to do with this. They'll take a slight lead at the halfway point, 8:57.
So pretty much 9 minutes at the halfway point, so on target for about 18 minutes.
The 2nd mile was 4:33 after a 4:24. So it's Park Hill South, Tiger, Minnetonka, Central Warriors, and Menlo Atherton, top 5. But
They're
other
not
teams
as
are
accurate
close.
as the
Sunset Distance, Alma, all within a few seconds. Stillwater, even an 8th.
Not as
Now it's
accurate
a
as the
5-team
Seaholm
breakaway.
girls. Oh, look at that. Those
Hill.
three teams.
Park Hill is determined. Stay up front. 10:06.
This is great to see this kind of competition. I mean, the girls was unfortunately a blowout, but this is really good. This is good for the kids to be locked in an entertaining and exhilarating multi-way battle like this.
And you can see this little group kind of floating at the moment, getting ready for a surge. They still got 2 laps to go in this carry. So a group of 5 and then a group of 3. And that is the real seven. Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
Our Minnetonka runner comes through the middle, makes contact with 2 other runners at 11:17. I don't know if he was just getting little bumps from both sides in the arm and decided he didn't want it. But in the process, he actually gives up the lead, and it's the Tiger Track Club runner goes in front. And now here he is, Menlo Atherton up to second.
There's Clark Meridew. If the order is correct in terms of what we have for Tiger,
Yeah, looks like
he
it.
nearly went down. He nearly went down, but he had some great balance to keep his feet under him.
I would say that could have been bad, but the other runners just moved on. And here we are. And Meridew is going to push ahead to the handoff at 12:25. Check the splits now. 3 miles. Tiger, 12:24. Menlo Atherton, 12:24. Just 0.03 of a second difference. Minnetonka, Central Warriors, Sunset Distance. Alma. Did we lose Park Hill? They should still be in this top 8. Maybe they didn't score. But they have fallen out of the top 3. Now it is Tiger, Menlo Atherton, Minnetonka. .13:28 through the first lap of the final carry. Remember, one more section to go. So we got one more dose of relay drama to come.
And they are faster seeds in that second heat, Bob, when we get there. So should, at least on paper, the winner is going to come from that second heat, but you never know. Relays can be a bit of a crapshoot.
It's a new event for so many of these teams. You can see them saying their first 4x1. And now some lap traffic to mix it up with. Well, these 3 seem pretty lined up. Still 2 laps to go at this point, so no need to do anything crazy. And there's Grant Park just starting the final carry. So that runner's going to go 2 laps down. Tiger, Menlo. And Alma, by the way, has gotten back into this in 4th. They had dropped back for a bit.
Yeah, they were back in
Alma
that
Anchor is right in it.
trio, and it had dropped off the back, but now they're back up in contention. Still 8 teams who are within 40 or 50 meters here. So this, I would say, is about as competitive as it gets. I talked about 2 different scenarios when I did a bit of an intro, and that these races either blow completely up, or you get this where it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of cagey, strategic running, and very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, because you really only know what you know about your team, or if it's a rival. But as the race develops, you do get a sense of what your opponent's doing. 15:50, halfway through the final carry. Now it might get interesting. Tiger and Menlo Atherton. Menlo Atherton will go to the lead.
If you think about it in the context of a true distance race over this kind of distance, Bob, if this was 4 miles, it probably would come down to a final 2-lap battle, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Yeah. So it's Menlo, Tiger. Oh, this is a bold move for the Menlo Anchor. Going this early, and Tiger goes right after him. Don't want to get left behind. That's Kason Mitchell for Menlo, a junior, just finished his junior year.
Whew.
Oh, and look at Tiger here making a big surge. And there it is, 16:53. But he's not done. No bell. Oh my goodness, he lost track of the laps.
Oh.
So did some of the other runners. Oh man. And now everyone's kind of jogging. Oh, what is going on? Our leaders are jogging. I think the Menlo runner may be out of gas. Well, the Alma Anchor is going to make the move. It's like, forget you guys.
Well, I think both the Tiger Anchor runner and the other one, they blew it out. They thought it was finishing, and mentally and physically, they just drained the tank coming up to the line.
Well, young Mr. Larson did not. Thomas Larson for Alma has taken the lead. The senior to be. But now we have another surge. And of course, that's an athlete. Now, who is this guy?
No.
He thinks he's fit. That's from a team that's behind.
Oh my goodness!
Now there's a lap counter sign right in front of him, and I've seen officials signaling lap count. Are we still racing? Yes, we are. There's still one to go.
But this, I think, Bob, this runner right there they were the last team to pick up the stick. Whatever that team
Tiger
is
done. The race is over. Tiger has scored for 4 miles, 18:24. Sunset Distance ends up second. Cedar Park Christian is third. Minnetonka fourth. Rocky Mountain fifth. Marshall sixth. I mean, see the big numbered sign off to the right there. Every runner can see that. And of course, there's any number of people screaming at you from the stands, which doesn't always help.
So
that's amazing. So more than one team did not know the lap count remaining.
So the Tiger team, I kind of lost track. So the
Tiger
team, they win, and they ran an extra lap just for the fun of it. Their ceremonial victory lap.
Okay, that is fairly bizarre.
I don't think they know they've won, or maybe they do.
Well, that final mile, too, 6 minutes. All the final miles were pretty slow. 6 minutes for Tiger. We're being told the officials did miscount, and we heard no bells. So I think a lot of these guys are conditioned for the bell. Well, Fail, Mimna, Gackenheimer, there's Meridew. Oh, so that was McPhail on that leg. Well, these four guys got it done despite the confusion. And so we saw, now who's this team in pink and blue? Is that Sunset? So they were in the mix there.
There was complete confusion.
So yeah, that's why the final miles are so slow. The whole field looks like ran an extra lap.
And this is just heat 1. We're not even going to get, what I'm disappointed, we're not even going to get an interview with the Tiger guys to sort of say.
To hear this story.
Yeah, because it would be worth it.
And you know who suffered the most was Menlo, who was in first place. They finished next to last. And Alma is showing as a DNF. I don't know what that's about. They were right up there.
No, they were.
That athlete